Welcome to the Sisters Like Us podcast. I'm Lakin, and I'm 30-something.
I'm Allie, and I'm 20-something. Join us each week as we talk about anything
and everything. So grab a glass of wine
or a bottle, and let's drink about it.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
I realized last week I didn't acknowledge, because truthfully I didn't know what episode number we were on. So last week was 73. So this one is 74, which means next week will be 75, which is like a milestone, it feels like.
Guys, we've been doing this for so long. It feels like...
I was pregnant with Lila when we started, which is like crazy to think about.
We always do it at like
maybe slightly inopportune times.
We're like, oh yeah, let's come back. Like at 33 weeks.
At 33 weeks.
So, if you're watching part of my appearance, I just came from workout class.
Yeah, she is an idiot who scheduled a workout class.
I am not an idiot.
Well, we made plans.
No, I booked this. And then we switched.
Yeah, but what's the cancellation policy? Because you
$25.
No, time. Like how far in advance?
You have to cancel it by.
Like we switched it on Thursday.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna cancel it on anyway because it was like my favorite teacher.
Okay, all right. Whatever.
So it didn't really matter.
Okay.
It was actually funny. It was my old favorite core power instructor, and everyone's like boycotting core power. Like everyone in the class is like. She's like, and all of my like former sculptors are here because no one goes to Core Power anymore because everyone goes to Studio 3 because it's just like so much better bang for your buck. Like,
yeah.
You have cycling, interval, yoga, like hot mat Pilates, like
I guess I didn't realize the price was that close. I thought like Studio 3 was a lot more than Core Power.
No, it's like $20 more.
Right, which is not that is worth that incremental difference if you're willing to pay that. I just thought it was a bigger gap.
Yeah, and Core Power is like it's so repetitive.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like not healthy to do that intensive a workout every single day.
Well, it's also not necessarily great for your body to do the same thing over and over again like that. Like switching things up is good for you.
Yeah.
So
hopefully you guys don't hear whenever I drink my smoothie that like...
I think it'll be okay. I mean, don't make it that annoyingly obvious. What kind of smoothie did you get? Pure Green can sponsor us. It's my favorite smoothie. It's a banana nut. So it's like banana... Is that the place in, like, it's not inside?
No, it's just on Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
It's like by where my physical therapy was, like across from Equinox.
So you went the opposite direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like a block.
Yeah, but still like the opposite direction from your class to here. We're on a time crunch. We have a sleeping peanut. We got to get this done before she wakes up.
Okay, well, we're here. We're vibing.
I looked to see if there were people who submitted things, and there were. I did not read them.
Oh, yeah, I have them.
Should we start there?
Yeah, we can start there.
I also forgot to set up her heated rivalry jar.
I thought you were going to.
Yeah, I was, and then I like legit forgot.
I thought you really were, and I thought it was going to be so funny.
Yeah, I
thought you were going to like literally write it out and put it on a cup.
Well, I was going to put a sticky note on, like, a wine glass is what I was going to do. Like, a clear wine glass.
Okay, well, you can still do it next week because I'm never going to shut up.
Okay, great.
Do you want to just get that over with? Do you want me to just talk about my weekend?
Sure. It's too bad that I'm sober for this conversation.
Okay, so we're going to talk about my weekend because I went to a heated rivalry themed bar night.
Well, we've talked about Scarlet before.
Yes, they do it's a gay bar in Boys Town that they do like a ton of themed nights. We went to the like Miley vs. Hannah night one night, and then
someday we will make the Glee versus Pitch Perfect when it works.
I DM them like pretty regularly. So like I requested a song on Friday via DMing them, and then they played it.
Yeah. No, we will eventually make it to that theme tonight.
Yeah. I was going with my gay best friend Jacques, shout out. And he's actually much better than me because he's only watched it once, and he was like, I'm waiting to rewatch it until we have our rewatch party, which like valid, but like also whatever.
Your rewatch party that you pivoted to a Golden Globes party.
Yeah. Well, a lot of my friends are coming at 5:30, so we have an hour and a half to watch some of it.
Some of it.
The doors had opened at 8, and then they changed it to 7, and I told Jacques, I was like, we have, like, you don't understand, like, we have to get there at 7. He goes, no, like, people in Boys Town don't go out that early. And I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. Like, you think I'm bad, the girls and gays are worse, okay? They are worse.
It's gotta be packed.
Like, there are people getting tattoos. There are people, like, sleeping outside of New York. Like, this is real. Like, people are obsessed. Like, people, like... Jimmy Fallon sleeping out, like flying to New York to sleep outside in the cold.
Yeah.
At like what are you doing? What are you doing? They were like, we haven't seen like a line like this since Harry Styles. Like, part of me like almost feels bad for them. It's just like overnight fame. Like, it's like so scary.
You know, it is. They went from being like, they could probably go anywhere, anytime, any place, and people didn't bother them, and now they cannot.
Before the first episode of Heated Rivalry came out, I had more followers on Instagram than one of them.
Now, granted, I probably wouldn't recognize them on the street, but... Anyways.
So, we get there at like 8:30. Okay, I was like, guys, like, there's gonna be a line, and like when I think like there's gonna be a line at Scarlet, like, okay, like
20 people,
yeah. But like I had this gut feeling that like it was gonna be bad. Oh, it was worse than bad. We saw the line, and like it's like the way the first 10 people looked at us like nodding their heads, like
don't do it,
like it's not gonna happen, because like the bar itself is like 500 square feet, guys. It's so small.
It's so small.
To the point where, like, when we finally did get in, we had to go to a separate bar to go to the bathroom. Like, I didn't even try, we couldn't even wait in the line at the bathroom there, because it was, I'm not even kidding, 50 people long. Like, the back of the line was where we were standing at the front of the bar. Like, like, no. So we had a stamp, so I was like, okay, we're going across the splash, peeing, taking a shot, and then going back. Like, that's what we were doing. But anyways, so...
How did you eventually get in? Did people leave?
So I'm getting there.
Okay.
No, keep in mind, like, there are people doing these, like, heated rivalry parties, like, in warehouses and all this shit, and charging, like, almost $100 a ticket. Like, there's one in Chicago happening next week. I'm not going, don't worry. But 400 people are going, and right now it's $90 for all you can drink for 3 hours, and it's, like, a warehouse. Like, sick. But, like...
Insane.
I also work. But, like...
So that's what's stopping her, not the $90 ticket.
Right. So that comes up here in a second. So we start walking past the line. 50 people, another 50 people. We're walking all the way to the next block at this point, and then it turned right down past the street.
Oh my God.
And, like, the people in line, like, it was, like, moving a little bit. And, like, obviously weed is a recreational drug here in Chicago. Yeah. So, like, everyone's smoking weed in the line. And I'm just like, oh, my God, I'm really And, like, cigarettes and, like, all the shit. So, Jacques, like, goes up to the front and, like, asks the people at the front how long they'd been waiting. And, like, 20 people back, they were like, yeah, like, an hour and a half. I felt like I was at, like, an amusement park. And I was like, where's the time? Yeah. Is there a fast pass? I'm like, why couldn't I check the time ahead of time on my phone? Anyways, so...
Approximate wait time, 150 minutes.
So Jacques walks back. We were with one other girl, his friend, and he walks back and he's a smile on his face, and I'm like, that's not a good smile. And he looks at me and he tells me that, and he's like, but one of the people, like, asked if it was just me. And I said, no, I'm with 2 other people. I'm like, you're dumb. You should have said it was just you. Like, and then we could all have done that. Like, been like, oh, it's just me.
Just me.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, shit. And I was like, Jacques, like, I don't think you understand. Like, I need to get in there. We're either waiting. And they ended up extending it to their closing time. They didn't end it at 11. They just did it the whole night because, like, people...
Why not?
If we had waited, we would have gotten into 1 a.m., okay? Right. So,
And they've already scheduled another one.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I have a $100 bill. And Jacques was like, would you actually, like, pay $100 to get in? And I'm like, I think so. So I gave him the $100 bill, and I said, go back up there and say to those people, like, can we give you this? It's just 3 of us. And he goes up there, and, like, mind you, like, it takes actually 3+ minutes to even get to the front of the line. Like...
Right, walking, yeah.
Yeah. And then he gets up there, and I get a text that says, come. And I'm like... So we run up there, and we're 10 people from the front, and these people are like,
it wasn't like the bouncer you gave $100.
So that's funny you say that, because when Jacques was telling me, I thought that's what he was talking about, but no, it was like random
people in line.
Yeah. So we get up there,
which is actually rude, because it's not just those people you're inconveniencing, it's everybody else behind
them. Fuck them. So it gets worse, so I feel more bad for them, because I walk up there and they all go, happy birthday. To me.
Like, Jacques said it was your birthday?
Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God,
thank you!
And he didn't even give them the $100. Like,
wait, what?
He just said it was my birthday, and then they were like, oh yeah, they can come up. So, but don't worry, I paid for all 5 of their covers, and I bought them shots. $12.
Okay.
Like, I bought them shots.
Okay.
So, like, yes, we lied, but also, like, they didn't have to pay cover, and they got, like, a free round of shots.
Yeah, again, those people, not the other 100 people you cut in line.
Be more exciting then. Do something. Do it.
I mean, yeah, there's a balance between like go after what you want, right? Be aggressive and like don't be a dick.
Yeah, and I mean, I think people, like the people behind them, like didn't really give us a look or anything. Like I feel like they thought that we were just like
with them
meeting them. Yeah. So I mean, okay. Grand scheme of things, yeah, kind of rude. But anyways, got in, and right when we got in, you guys, they played like the iconic song. Yeah. Like all the things she said. And I looked
Which, by the way, that song...
Yes, is originally...
was a hit when I was in high school.
And we were just like freaking out. Like, I just like haven't had... I was so happy. Like, I was just so happy. They were just like playing the episodes on the TV and like playing just like...
Right, so I guess I was a little confused what it was going to entail.
So there is a soundtrack. So there is like a soundtrack like in the show that are like songs that like songs that they play in the show, right?
Sure. I guess that's fair.
But then there's also just like they were playing songs that like represent them. So missed opportunity to play the songs like that were happening in the episodes when that part of the episode was playing, but whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember that from the Miley and Hannah night. The music video that was on didn't match up with the song.
Yeah,
that was
I mean, they just had like HBO Max like screencast it on the TV.
Well, that's what I mean. Like they do these theme nights, but they're not like high def enough that it like matches that well.
Yeah, but it was just so funny because like any like time something like monumental was happening like in the show, like on the screen, people started screaming and pulling their phones out like they were like never seen it before. And I'm like, I know you've all seen it like 8 times like I have.
Right.
And just like the energy was so good. Oh, it was so good. And it honestly wasn't like shoulder to shoulder. Like, it was easy to get a drink. So like I don't really know how they were doing that. But anyways, so then this girl, she was like telling me all this shit like one of the scenes was happening. She was like, wait, did you know that like this happened when like, and I'm like, wait, no. And like we were like bonding, whatever. And then we like pull out our phones, same background. And then, we're like best friends now.
I'm so happy for
you. Love her. But anyways, yeah. And then it was just wonderful. And we left at a reasonable hour, got some pizza, went home and went to bed.
I love that for you.
Yeah. It was just chef's kiss. I love them.
I know.
Anyways, we can move on.
Okay, great.
I mean, I think it was like the best night of my life, almost. One of them.
That's a bit extreme, no?
One of the best nights of my life.
Okay.
I was so happy.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Someone sent us a question last week and I totally just missed it.
Okay.
So she said, since you both work in such creative fields, advice/thoughts on finding your passion versus working to make ends meet or find a lifestyle. As an actuarial science student, I'm struggling.
Wow, that's so interesting. So if you don't know, I was also an actuarial science major and I was an actuary for almost 10 years. So I did that. First off, it's really hard to know if you're gonna like something until you actually do it. You can research all day long, but until you actually do something, you won't know. Mm-hmm. And so I wouldn't write off that decision now because you don't know. You may decide, I mean, I have friends that really love the work that they do.
Did you get new glasses?
Yes, I did. They're not that different from my other ones.
They're Coach.
Yeah.
Sled.
You noticed.
Yeah.
Nobody else has. I mean, I've told them at this point, but
no,
yeah.
I noticed.
Nobody else did. So yes, I do have slightly different glasses and they don't have a big scratch on them. My prescription's slightly newer. Anyway, so if you are, there's a reason you made the decision to study to be an actuary, get an internship, potentially even start in the field, and then you can decide. I would never you just won't know until you try. So you try and see if it's a good fit. I think same thing goes with what kind of lifestyle you want. I think you don't know until you actually start living and see what is important to you and what is not. And also that can shift over time, right? So when I was in my early 20s, I needed that actuarial salary because I lived a different lifestyle and I liked that and I wanted that flexibility. I wanted to spend however much on drinks at a bar in New York and not blink an eye, right? I wanted to be able to travel and go to places and not worry about how much it was going to cost. And that was over 10 years ago. Now I do feel differently and I have different financial priorities. And to be honest, while what I do and the creativity behind it is important, to me, it's more about flexibility. That is more important. is having the flexibility to spend time with my daughter, my future kid. It's having the flexibility to do what I want to do. And I am willing to sacrifice certain lifestyle things for that. Like, would we be able to do slightly different things if I was still making a 6-figure job? 100%. Mm-hmm. But I'd also be working 40, 50, 60 hours a week.
Right.
And not spending that time with my kids. And like, that was a priority for me. So I don't think you have to make that decision now. You're allowed to change your mind. It can ebb and flow.
Yeah.
Over time.
Yeah, I agree. I've mentioned before, like, I went to school for early childhood education, which would have been a very different lifestyle than I have now, especially with the fact that, like, teachers don't get paid enough at all. And then also on top of that, like, I would have, like, so much time off, like, with, like, summers and stuff.
Well, the hours would just be so different. Yeah. I mean, you would be working like 7 to 4 Monday through Friday, and that's it. You would never work weekends. You would never work evenings.
Yeah.
Right?
And then, like, by the time I made the switch, like, and then was committing to, like, work an internship for a wedding planning company, I was like, okay, like, now I just basically turned 21 and I'm basically committing to giving up weekends. Like,
yeah.
So that was like a huge switch, but I knew, like, if this was really what I wanted to do, that could not be something that, like, was a boundary or a roadblock, because that's not realistic at all.
It's not.
So I mean, like, I feel like I've adapted just the fact that, like, most Saturdays I don't have off.
Right.
But, like, I'm okay with that because it's worth it, like, for the job that I'm doing.
For sure.
And, like, it's definitely not, like, the most, like, well-paying job out there at all, but, like, it's so much more than that, I feel like, in my eyes. So it's, like, not real, like, it's just more of, like, an experience kind of job. And, like, it's, yeah. I mean, when you're going in the creative field, like, it's just, you kind of have to, you don't go into the creative field for the money.
No, for sure. So, I don't think you knew that was the decision you were going to make for the rest of your life at 21. You were like, I'm going to try this and see if it's something I want.
Yeah, because I was pretty adamant about wanting to be a teacher, and then I had this, like, sudden hesitation, and I was like, I don't want to, like, go to school for 4 years with one degree and that be my degree if I'm not 100% in. And so that's why I didn't even think wedding planning was, like, an achievable, like, career.
For sure.
I didn't know that was, like, a thing. And so that's why I changed my major to PR and advertising, because I was like, if it didn't work out, at least I have that degree, so, like, I can go into PR or something.
I think the other thing too is most degrees nowadays, you can easily pivot into something else, and the skills and things you learn can easily be adapted to other fields. Obviously, there are fields that is not true for, right? If you're going, pre-med or whatever, there are definitely fields that's not the case. But I think, you could change your mind after you get a degree, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, also, before I even got the wedding planning internship, I had applied to where Lakin worked.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, did a whole interview process with them. And, like, didn't get the
job. Not to be an actuary, as an intern what even department?
Marketing.
Was it something?
Yeah. Which just would have completely changed the trajectory.
Yep.
Trajectory of my life. Because, like, we were like, oh my God, if I came for, like, a summer internship, I could come to New York for a summer.
Can you imagine?
Well, and I always say, like, if we were closer in age and, like, you were, like, going to stay in New York for longer, I would have 100% come for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. The problem was that by the time you would have been ready to go, I was leaving. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and the pandemic.
But I have bad luck with New York, so I don't know. Yeah, that's a really good question, though.
I also, one more thing I want to say. You also, especially nowadays, can absolutely do your creative thing on the side and decide if it's important enough or viable enough or whatever enough for you to pursue, because there's a gazillion types of creative jobs, right?
And, like, I'm telling you, like, life is just too short to not do, like, whatever it is that, because you're obviously asking because there is something
else
that's
right.
like itching at you, and, like, whether it is, like, you guys have heard me talk about how, like, I just wrote a book randomly, or, like, I'm like, wait, I want to get back into theater, or, like, those little things, like, just do it. Like, you'll be so glad you did.
Yes.
Like,
yes. Yeah. So do that,
It's possible. It's out there.
Yep.
It's, yeah.
Agreed.
So,
now I'm covered in cat hair. Okay.
Lovely. Well.
That was a good question.
Yeah. Casey, how are you combating the winter blues? I feel like I don't really have the winter blues this year for some reason. And I think I know why. Jar.
Oh, brother. Oh, my God. I didn't even see that one coming, y'all. I also...
Wait, I'm so dead because no, that's literally why.
You think that this TV show is keeping you from the winter blues?
This fandom is a prison.
Oh, my God. Anyways.
I'm going to replace this with a photo of them.
Oh, my God.
I already said that when I have my own apartment, I'm going to have a photo of them in my bathroom. Because I have this photo of them, like, with, like, towels around them and, like, towels in their hair.
I'm going to be honest, y'all. I hope by the time she has her own apartment, she's not this obsessed.
Oh, I will be because the third, so, sorry, one more thing. Rachel Reed announced yesterday there's a third book coming out. It's going to be called Unrivaled. I'm so excited. September of this year, so don't worry, it's not going away anytime soon. And Jacob Tierney has also said that he's like, we're not gonna wait 2 years now, like I'm gonna get this show out as fast as I can. So it's not going anywhere. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. I also don't feel like the winter blues have hit me as hard this year. I think a couple reasons. Number one, the actual weather aspect of things. Now, Casey lives in a much colder place than, like, further north than we do, and it's much colder there. We had a really, really cold December, and all of that was offset by, like, the holidays and the excitement of the holidays and the lights and all the things. And January hasn't been near as bad so far, so I feel like if we had the weather we had in December now where it was that cold, it might be a little bit tougher. Number two, while the time change and it getting dark super early does hit a lot of people really hard, I have never totally struggled with that because I'm just a morning person. And so I love that it gets light earlier than it was before, right? And so I just get up earlier and go to bed earlier and just kind of like work with the light. And then I also think being this pregnant, like, I don't want to go anywhere anyway. I just want to sit at home and nest and organize and cozy up and just be at home. So like that hasn't been bothering me as much.
Yeah. I feel like also I get really excited about the new year. Like, I feel like
true.
Some people, like, I get it. It's like just another month, or like it's, or some people even I feel like have this sense of like stress with the new year starting. For sure. And I get excited. I'm like, I started a new junk journal. Right. Like, I feel
new
like
planners.
I feel like it's almost like, and it's also like an internal reset almost. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, like I'm ready to, you know, start from square one. Like, let's close the chapter on 2025.
I think that's fair, so, letting that kind of help.
Also, like, I can't really hate January and February that much because it's my slowest time of the year. Yeah. Whereas, like, the minute it gets warmer is the time when I'm, like, crazy. Actually, like, gonna cry. Yeah. So, anyways.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know if that really answered your question. Sorry, Casey, but that's our thoughts on that topic.
Really great question that kind of goes with it. But what basic/small/random is helping you romanticize your normal days? Which I really like that.
Yeah, that is a fun question.
Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. So I've been really into drinking tea recently, and my roommate got me a tea kettle for Christmas. So one of my favorite things to do is like romanticize my night routine, and like I also got a robe for Christmas, and it's so cozy. So I'm like my little robe, my little tea kettle with my tea that is like untouched, and then I don't even end up drinking it because you have to wait for it to get,
Put an ice cube in it.
Wait, I actually made a really funny TikTok. Okay, whatever. I made a funny TikTok that was like just a girlie pouring her nightly cup of tea that's gonna be not gonna be drank because it's too hot, and then just gonna forget about it, and then just gonna pour it down the sink because it's just like it happens. Like,
it totally happens, but to put an ice cube in it to help cool it down.
Also with the tea kettle, it's like boiling water.
I understand that. Also, you shouldn't use boiling water for every.
It's not boiling water. It just like becomes really hot.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever, not the point.
I really don't know if I have a good answer for this right now. I feel like I've been trying to light candles a lot more and just like keep the house feeling cozy.
I mean, I just feel so much happiness with like movies and TV. So anytime I'm watching movies and TV, it's just like makes me so happy.
I feel like in general, that question, the best way I've found to like come up with things is like asking myself what I do like on vacation, like when I'm, you know, like putting on a robe in a hotel room, or like, you know, whatever. That's how I try to like come up with stuff. And this is another one when I'm not pregnant, is I feel like getting ready and like using the nice stuff. Like, don't wait for the special occasion to like use the nice perfume or the nice lipstick or whatever, like that kind of stuff.
I love to romanticize the actually getting ready, because I used to just be like a quick like, and I am quick, but like it's so fun to get ready and like just be a girly.
Yeah.
So I always kind of, you know, love to just like pour a little drink, get a, like, you know, that's so fun.
The getting ready drink.
But also like I feel like something I'm kind of normalizing too is like having fun on the weekdays. Like I feel like you don't have to just have like plans on the weekends, you know?
Yeah, that's way more feasible when you're 25 and you don't have a kid.
Yeah. Well, anyways, hopefully that answers your question. Oh my god, you're gonna cry. Oh no. Oh no.
Like because it's about a TV show I'm sick of talking about, or I'm actually gonna cry?
No one asked me anything about Heated Red.
Okay, like I'm just actually gonna cry.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Let's just get it over with.
Lakin, what is your favorite thing about Allie as an aunt?
Oh, it's evolved from like as Lila has gotten older, but we always joke and say that Allie is Lila's best friend. Like, don't get me wrong, Lila loves me, she loves Sam, she loves my mom, but like Allie's her best friend. And I think that's because most of the time when Allie's involved, it's just fun and happiness and silliness, and like, not that me and Sam and my mom are not fun and happy and silly, but we're also primary caregivers, and so that also comes with like schedules and rules and etc. And when she's with you, it's just like happy and silly, and she like loves that, and it's just so cute to watch.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just fun.
Yeah, I love her.
I mean, there's tears in my eyes, but like I'm not crying.
There's one for me too. So.
Oh.
How has watching Lakin become a mother changed your relationship?
Oh,
this is so.
You don't look at me. Just look at the caterpillar.
Yeah.
Guys, we have this like giant 5-foot caterpillar in our playroom, and it's just obnoxious.
In a sense, like with our like age difference, right? Like obviously we're sisters first, but there's also this like because you're older, like almost like I don't want to say
sister mom.
Yeah,
I have joked my whole life.
Yeah.
That to all of my siblings, I am sister mom.
Yeah. And I think just, I don't know. Like, I feel like when I look at you, like, I've always been like, oh yeah, like, you're meant to be a mom.
Yeah.
So, like, seeing you with a mom was such, like, seeing you become a mom was such, like, a easy transition.
Right.
Because I was like, this is exactly, like, what you're meant to do and be. And you're also just an amazing mom.
Well, now I'm gonna cry.
Like, incredible. So,
now I get to do it all over again.
Yeah. So, love that. Those are the only questions that people sent in.
Well, you also didn't post it with the full 24 hours, so.
Yeah, so sorry, guys.
That's okay. We have other things to talk about.
Okay.
So, entertainment. I finished my first book of 2026.
That's wonderful. Wait, so did I.
Love that.
Nice.
So, go us. I put a bunch of things on hold at the library. So the book was just like what became available. So I read, it's called The Cousins. The author.
I saw you posted on like YouTube about like.
My reading goals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just did a random like bonus video about my reading goals. So did you ever read or watch? The answer to that question is probably yes. One of Us is Lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, actually. No, I never watched that show.
Or read the book.
I have the book. I own it, but I've never read it.
Okay, so it's the same author.
Maybe I did start watching that show. I don't know.
It's good, but the book and the show are both good. And I actually remember I read/watched them both on a vacation like a couple years ago.
Okay.
So it's the same author, but it's like has nothing to do with it. It's just like a standalone book. But it's kind of mystery, but kind of there's a romance also, and then also just character development, and it's about these like 3 cousins that go, their like family, their grandmother owns a resort on like this random island in the Northeast, and they go to like be summer interns basically on their like grandmother's island.
Okay.
But they don't know each other very well because they have grown up like not as close, like not close cousins, and like in different parts of the country. So it's like, you know, them getting to know each other, whatever. And then there's like a mystery piece involved.
Okay.
It was good. I mean, like, it was a solid, like, 4-star fiction.
Nice.
You know, good way to kick off the year.
Nice.
Yeah.
I read The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I was a little bored in the beginning. Like, I was just kind of like, all right, Frida.
Where are we going with this? I recently screenshotted, like, somebody who did a ranking of her books.
I can't lie, I kind of saw where she was going with this one.
That's a bummer.
But that last epilogue still threw me for a loop. I was
last epilogue, it always does.
Oh shit, that's crazy. So I definitely would recommend it. I think I gave it 3 stars.
Oh, that's not great, but
yeah, and now now I'm reading a book called Him, which is another great romance.
Smutty. A hockey gay romance.
Mm-hmm.
I moved on to not that.
The silence was so loud.
Because, like, there's so many great books out there, y'all. And I'm not saying this is not a good book. Like, maybe it is great.
It is good. What makes you think it wouldn't be good?
A lot of books, I didn't read Heated Rivalry, so I don't know this for sure. But I feel like a lot of books that lean that, like, romance, smutty world, it's not trying to necessarily be a great book. It's just...
Like, it lacks, like, you think it lacks, like...
Yeah, development and stuff like that. Like, it's just, like... And a really good example is, like, even the Bridgerton books. I tried to read them. And the first one is just that. It's just, like, a smutty romance novel. And the fact that they turned it into this, like, beautiful TV show is... Yeah, exactly.
Andy Cohen talks about this on his podcast with Hudson Williams. And he talks about how... He's like, it's so funny because, like, everyone's, like, freaking out about, like, the sex scenes and the spice of the show, but it's just as graphic as Bridgerton, even the Netflix Bridgerton show. Like,
for sure.
It's not more graphic than that. And it's just because it's 2 men having sex, like, people are, like, freaking out about it. Like, and it's like...
That's not my issue at all.
No, and I get that.
So I'm saying that the show might be fantastic, a la how they took the Bridgerton books and made it into a great show. But my guess is the book is not all that fantastic of, like, a book on its own.
Yeah, I mean, the book is great, but it's the first time I could ever, like, confidently say a show is better than the book.
Sure. And so I'm making the same assumption about the new book that you're reading.
Yeah, the new book I'm reading, I kind of made a mistake, I think, reading it, because I think I'm, like, trying to make it live up to some hype that's, like, not...
Absolutely.
But it's written by 2 authors, and one of them is Elle Kennedy, who wrote that, like, that hockey series that's also coming out on Amazon Prime that I read, like, last year that I always talk about. That's, like, not gay. But, yeah. So, anyways, but I was saying I feel like the Off-Campus series, like, I feel like Amazon, because they're the ones, like, developing it, are, like, and Elle Kennedy and all of the producers are shaking in their boots.
100% they are.
So, anyways, jar.
She owes me so many coffees.
Yeah, The Teacher. But entertainment-wise, Golden Globes are tonight.
Yes, which will be really interesting. I mean, I will probably not stay up. I probably won't watch any of it because it's also the NFL playoffs, and I know you couldn't care less, but I will probably prioritize football. So
that's wonderful. I hope you enjoy that.
I will. Yeah. It's going to be a really good game, so that's where I will be.
Great.
I also, which I know you have mentioned that you don't care about anymore, but I finally watched the new season of Emily in Paris. Wow, what a face. Yikes.
It's the worst acting I've ever seen.
I think that's a extreme.
It's not good.
Take. Emily herself, yes, is quite bad. Everybody else is good.
But it's like Lily Collins is good in other shit, so, like, what happened?
I think it's just maybe the character.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I enjoyed it.
You should watch Nobody Wants Us instead.
That's where I'm at now. That's what I moved on to.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I watched...
In full disclosure, I'm rewatching season 1 before I get to season 2 of Nobody Wants Us because I don't really remember everything that happened. And if you have any connection, especially to, like, the Jewish world, it's hilarious. Like, in the very first episode, she literally says, say something rabbinical, and he goes, there's a fiddler on the roof. And I, like, laughed out loud, and I was watching by myself.
What did I watch recently where I literally laughed out loud? Maybe it was that. Maybe it was the second season.
So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the second season. I've also heard has a baby naming,
which we are currently in the process of planning. We never actually did a baby naming for Lila because I kept putting it off for a number of reasons. First, it was like, we're going to do it in Texas. And then it was like just the one thing after the other. And then we just never did it. So we are doing a combo baby naming / bris for both babies, both kids. So we're in the process of planning that. So I'm excited to see that episode.
Yeah. Last night I watched People We Met on Vacation.
Yeah.
Which actually is one of my DNFs.
Yeah, but I've heard people who
didn't like the book, loved the movie.
Yep.
People, yeah. So
and if they love the book, they think the movie is bad.
I thought the movie was adorable.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud, loved it. I got like excited when things were happening. I was like, it made me realize like why I didn't like the book. But I've said before, like, there's 2 Emily Henry books that I never finished.
Yeah.
Like I just, I don't know. There's not enough substance in it for me. But no, it was really cute. I also just like love both Tom Blythe and Emily, whatever the fuck her name is. But they were perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some people say like the casting was perfect. It was really cute.
They had good chemistry, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really sucks when you make a movie and the chemistry's just not there.
Yeah.
Oh, I started Traitors.
I thought you said you didn't like that show.
I don't.
Okay.
But Rob.
I'm tempted.
Rob from Love Island is...
Okay, so I also want to watch it. So maybe I should watch it and we should talk about it.
Yeah, there's only 3 episodes out of season 3.
Okay.
And or season 4, and I was like, I'm not going to go back and rewatch the other ones because I know who won.
I don't actually know who won, but I'm not going to watch them either. But the people I want to watch is Mark Ballas and Donna Kelsey.
Yeah.
I want, like, Mama Kelsey.
Yeah, you need to watch it then.
Okay, I think I will.
Well, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, I want to
Do you know the premise of it?
I don't really know.
It's pretty simple. It's like there's, I don't know, 30, 20-something people that are there. And then 3 people are chosen to be the traitors. And then the traitors, like, meet every night and choose to murder someone.
Okay.
But they have to, like, everyone else is a faithful, and they have to, like, blend in and try not to let people know that they're a traitor, because if they find out, they do a round table, and the round table is basically like a Socratic seminar, and they're like giving all of their points of like who's a traitor and who's not, and then they vote for someone who's a traitor, and then they like stand and either say like,
if they get it right, then that person is gone.
If they get it, the person's gone either way. So they just say if like they're a traitor or faithful, and then they leave. So it's like, but the goal is as a faithful to get all the traitors out, and the goal as a traitor is to make it to the end.
Okay.
So that you get the money.
Yeah. Okay. And like, does one person win?
One person wins the money, I think. Or, I don't know, maybe the traitors, I don't know. But, yeah. And then in this season, there's like a secret traitor, so even the traitors don't know who it is, and we don't know who it is.
Like
so
a secret fourth person? Oh, fun. Okay.
So, yeah, it's cool. And like, obviously, it's like, you've got like Mark Ballas, and then like a Real Housewife, and then like...
Yeah. Like the 2 ice skater people and no,
it's definitely good.
Because it's on NBC Peacock, which is who has the Olympics, so that to me was a perfect setup, because they're having you potentially fall in love with those 2 people who are about to announce the Olympics, which is starting like soon. I know we've talked about the Olympics last time it happened and you didn't care, but I care. I'm excited. All right, well, we were going to talk about goals, but unfortunately, Lila has decided that our time is up, and that is going to be the end. So this episode might be slightly on the shorter side. I apologize. Lila apologizes, and we will talk about goals next week.
Yes.
Were you ready to talk about goals?
I don't know if I was ready to talk about goals.
So now you know. I was going to bring it up. So we're talking about goals.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I was ready for that, but yeah, and we'll post the question box sooner.
Yeah, you can always submit things anonymously in the Spill Your Wine link, Google form, which is always in all the descriptions and all the places and in our Instagram bio. But then Allie will also post a question box about 24 hours before we're going to record. So,
yeah.
All right. What did we even talk about? If you made it all the way to the end... I mean, we gave you the hockey emoji last week. I guess because tonight's the Golden Globes, comment with the little movie, action emoji.
And thing. Comment your favorite movie from this year.
Yeah. And
mine was Sinners.
Which you said last week. Okay. Cheers, bye.
Bye. Yeah. God. Oh, God.
What?
My appearance. Like, there's no, like... Oh my god.
What?
Like, half my leg is asleep from that.
Oh.
I was so distracted.